Yo, 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 what's going on, my people? It's your girl, Ryder Creator, coming back with another one. Today, I wanted to get into what happened with Gene Hackman and his wife, Betsy Arakawa. Um, and they were found deceased um, in their home in New Mexico, um, along with one of their three dogs. Um, and I just want to get into maybe the details of the case and what I got as one of the facts of the case. So I just wanted to get into that. So so let me begin on that. Let me I don't know if I wanted to play something. Did I want to play something that was found? No, no, no. Okay, okay. Should I read something from? Nope. Okay. So let me just get into what I know about the case because I know enough to. Oh no, 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 no! How did that happen? That is weird. Live, and I didn't do that. That's crazy. Maybe they saying get on with it. Maybe that's the angel saying get on with it. But I had to come back out of it because I don't know how that happened. That was wild. But anyway, so let us begin talking about the case. So, like I just said, the couple, Gene Hackman and his wife, Betsy Arakawa, and one of their three dogs were found deceased. The dog was found deceased in the bath, or does it kennel, with and they said in a closet or something with the wife. What happened around the wife was medicine was scattered about. So I'm going to get into something else. I forgot what medication was it for a heart problem? It was it? No, 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 no. It was something like Tylenol or something, or something for pain. I don't remember what it is, but it was a thyroid, and it was thyroid medication, and it was something else that was like, I think it said similar to Tylenol or something, or actual Tylenol. So yeah, so they were scattered on the floor, and along with Mrs. Arakawa, um, and the space heater was found right near her body, and they said that she was in um, severe version of mummification, which means that they had been there longer than we thought. And so they were found on February the 26th. Um, and according to the investigation that's being conducted, the last time that they could find a track, or like keeping tabs on um Gene Hackman's pacemaker, was on February the 17th. So they were found on the 26th. That means they were there for 9 days and no one knew. And also, a door was ajar. A door was found open. I don't know how that happened. I've been asking questions, but I still haven't quite gotten. I've heard different things, but I don't know what is the definite answer to that, because I can't understand why is the door open. Um, Also, a maintenance worker called in to report them. Wasn't it a maintenance worker, or was it a caretaker? It was a maintenance worker. Yeah. So it was a maintenance worker or something like that that called in and said that he saw Mrs. Arakawa, um, like her body on the floor. He could see her from the window laying on the floor. So I don't know if that view through that window shows directly into the bathroom, and that's how he knew something was wrong. I don't know if he's seen both of them, but some reports are saying he did see both of them. I just know when he called and I heard the thing I heard, he said he saw her. So he told him to come quickly, and that probably made him start searching around the house to look to see if, I mean, searching around the perimeter of the house to try to see if he sees Mr. Heckman as well. I don't know if he said he did. I just only heard the part where he said he seen the white. But I was watching somebody and said saw a pale on her face and that he was alive. I never saw that. When I read because I read a report. It was like I think it was a police report or something. It was from the authorities that was presented to the press. So what I saw was when the police got there that it was two dogs running around, two dogs alive outside running around on the yard, running around the property. That's what I saw and read. So what they're talking about, this other dog was sitting in the bathroom. I don't think that's what happened. I think it's some details that's kind of mixed up or whatever. But what I think happened is when the police came, because the dogs, we might consider that they were playing, but what if they were trying to get help? They know something is wrong with their owners. What if they was outside running around on the property trying to catch somebody' attention to bring them into there, like. And so once the police came, I think that one of the dogs led the other person. How you doing, Lita? How are you? So so I believe that one of the dogs led the police to the bathroom with Miss Arakawa and the other dog. That's what I think happened, and that's why somebody is getting a discrepancy about people are getting discrepancies about um the other dog being alive in the bathroom. The dog was not in the bathroom. I think the dog led the police to the bathroom to say, "Look, this is what happened to her." Like, because that's what dogs do. They love you through life and beyond, and they know something is wrong, but they don't really totally understand what has happened, but they're going to still look out for you. And that's what they were doing, looking out for Mrs. Arakawa and leading the police to her body to say this is what happened. So anyway, so so what else? Is there any other details that I need to go over? Am I forgetting something? No. Okay, okay. So let me get into what I got from this situation. So, so now what I got from the situation is no signs of foul play, which I couldn't understand because how is it no signs of foul play and these two people are deceased in this home, and two people don't just pass away like that. That's not the way life works. So it's either foul play or it's the first guess that I ever said was carbon monoxide. Excuse me for a second. So So the first guess that I said was, all right, so first I asked them, was there any foul play? And they said no right away, right? Because I couldn't believe they were saying no signs of foul play. I'm like, what? So, um, so then I asked, was it carbon monoxide? Right? So, oh, I know the details I forgot to talk about, but I will get to that. It's about that family. Okay, I will get to that. But first, so I asked, was it carbon monoxide? They said no at first. Is it that? No. Okay, okay. Now it has to be something that could overtake the both of them for nothing to have happened to either one of them. It has to be something. So, is it, remember what I was talking about earlier today? And I was talking about how that heating system was jacked up at the store I used to work at a time. And I'm glad we only stayed in that store for 4 years because it might have took us out of here, all of us, because of the way that heating system smelled when it first come on. Something was wrong with that. Was it something of that nature that happened to them? Yes. So what they keep telling me, they trying to tell me. So the later on, I asked about it, and I thought it was carbon monoxide, and they said yes, but it's really not that. It's something related to the heating system or their central air slash heating cooling system that must have poisoned them and made them lose their lives. It's something, but it's not exactly carbon monoxide. Is that what y'all telling me? Yeah. So that's what I'm getting. I'm getting that it is something that has to do with their heating slash cooling system. And it's something like how carbon monoxide can take you out of here. It's something of that nature, and it's some type of malfunctioning to their heating cooling system. And that is what took them out of here. Now, what that is, I don't know, but I was talking about something earlier today, and I was talking about how this heating system that we had at the store I used to work at, I knew it was something wrong with it. And I was like, I'm glad we didn't work there no longer than 4 years because that probably could have killed us. That's, oh, forgive me for saying that word, but that could have probably took us out of here because we was coming into the store darn near every day, and um, when if you come in early in the day, when the heating system is first turned on, it it smelled disgusting. I don't know what that smell was. And I don't know. And even when we had the heat and people come and so-called clean it out, they claim they cleaned out the system. But if it was cleaned properly, it would never smell the way it smelled. I don't even know what to say it smells like. It almost smelled like rubber burning or something. But there's no way y'all could have properly cleaned that heating system if it smells like that every single time it's turned on. And I just knew that that was effing us up. Like, I was like, yo, I'm going out. I'll be back in about a half an hour. I will leave. I was like, I'll be back in a half an hour when it finally smells normal in here. And I suggest y'all open these doors. Like, so that's what they would do, open the doors to get that smell out. And we had like air purifiers too, but I don't know if that did the work. Let me ask that. Us having air purifiers, did that help? No. So only when we opened the doors was it helpful. So if we would have stayed in there with the doors locked and the air purifiers, it wouldn't have did nothing. It would still be harmful air in there. Yeah. Oh wow. So yeah, that's kind of what happened to. That's what I'm keep getting from about Gene Hackman and his wife. So when I was asking all these questions, I was asking my ancestors, angels, God, and guides. I was asking them, um, was I being fed this information directly from Jean and Mrs. Arakawa? And they were saying no. And I said, why? I said, are they just devastated? Just is not, they were saying like it's not a good time for them. They are not doing well because let me tell you why, what made it worse. It's not just that they were there for that long and no one bothered to check on their safety, but it's about his family. So let's get into that, because this is what I almost forgot to mention, and this is my biggest problem, and this disgusted me. So when we found out that they were gone, deceased for at least 9 days, right? So when we found out that they were deceased for 9 days, Mrs. The daughter decided to make a statement. I think it was the daughter Elizabeth, and she's supposed to be the closest one to her father. And they said that, it is not that much of a shock. First, they were saying that it saddens them and the family to announce that the death of their father, Gene Hackman, and that who they were known to them as dad and grandpa. So then the person went into more detail and said that, I don't know if that was the same person that made that statement, but it was a later statement made by who I believe is Elizabeth. And she said she has not seen or spoken to her father in more than 4 months. And she's the closest. They're close. Yo, that pissed me off because, like, yo, you are not close to that man at all. You don't give two FUCKs about that man if you ain't speak to your own 95-year-old father in 4 months. You just waiting for somebody to call you and tell you he passed. Y'all could care less. I don't care if they was mad with each other. I don't care if they was having some type of I don't care what it was. That's way too long. And then even so when I was doing something before, I was saying how long, I had asked them how long had they been there before they was found. Now, I don't know if this is true, because if it's true, what they told me, that means somebody else found them before that maintenance worker called. But now I'm gonna keep that cute, okay? Because is that true? No, 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 no. Okay, okay. I got the days wrong. So when I asked them what was the amount of days, they said around 7 days. The first time I asked about it, when I asked the ancestors in them, right? But it turns out it's around 9 days. Right, right. So, so when I first asked that, I said, now, how could their family? I didn't even know they really didn't speak to their 95-year-old father for about 4 months. It really pissed me off. Like, that's enough to make me get irate, because, it's people in this world that don't have their mother or father, and you gonna know that this man is 95 years old. Oh, and the rest of her statement was, and I can't say that it was a shock because he is 95 years old. She acting like she don't even give a damn that her dad died. She acting like she could care less. Like, if you was gonna say this foolishness, she should have just shut up and said nothing. They should have let the last comment that they made about, it's our with deep grief that we want to announce, or deep sadness that we want to announce the death of Gene Hackman or whatever. If y'all left it like that, it would have been cool. But for y'all to come on attention seeking, as we say in the streets, clout chasing, and then trying to say you haven't seen or spoke to your father for 4 months and y'all are close? Are you delusional? She must be delusional. How are you close to a man if you did not speak to this man, 95 years old, okay, for 4 months? That is despicable, disgraceful, disgusting to me. And then I just started saying, like, I don't even think I've ever went without talking to my parents for 7 days. Ever. Ever. Like, and let alone 4 damn months. I just cannot get over that. There's somebody else that was the nephew talking about, oh, he ain't seen his uncle in 11 years. Why are y'all coming out thirsty for attention and saying this? You're just making your whole family look crazy AF. And it don't make no sense to me. And it's such a shame. And when I asked, I said, how are they doing? Talking about Jean and Mrs. Arakawa. When I said, how are they doing? They kept telling me, not good at all. I said, are they pissed off? They say, yes. Because their family didn't even bother to call to check up on them. So family didn't find them. They wasn't going to find them. But I wanted to know how that door got ajar as well. Because they said that a door, I think I mentioned this earlier, but they said a door was ajar. So if that's true that the door was open, how did that happen? Did someone come? Because I don't think it could have been the people that lived there, was it? Let me ask that. Did Jean or Betsy open that door and that's why I was like that? No, it wasn't. No. Did someone come and open that door and that's how it got like that? Yes. Was it the maintenance person that called the cops? No. See, that's what I'm talking about. Somebody was there before the 9 days when the police came and found them. Somebody opened that door. I don't know how. It wasn't the dogs, no, because they got a doggy door, right? Yup. So I don't know how um that happened. That's what I want to know about. How did that happen? Because this door was open. That would probably provide a lot of answers, and we will make sure that nobody took anything out of their house. Now they said nobody took it. They said nobody stole anything. They said that. They did say that, and they're saying that again right now as I'm speaking. That no one stole anything. And so, but I just want to know who came over the door. And did they open the door because the dogs were scratching and barking at the door and they opened the door? But why would you just open their door without seeing if the people was home or okay? That's my question. So that's why I said something about that 7 day answer in the beginning because was it 7 days when a person came and opened a door for the dogs? I don't know. I really don't know. And the maintenance worker said all the doors were locked, so he couldn't get in there. So, but the doors weren't locked. A door was open. I don't know. But yeah, we will get more details when it comes to this. But like I told you, I just want to tell y'all what I came up with and what I got from the ancestors, the angels, the guides, and God. And with the kind of help of Jean and Betsy, but they not in the condition where they feel like being social or even speaking about this. They are utterly disgusted and they are devastated that no one from their family bothered to check on them, and that the only way that they were discovered is by a maintenance worker. They really are devastated by that. And it was forced to show the dysfunction and the disdain, in my opinion, for your father because what children, he has 3 daughters. What children do you know, daughters at that, would not check on their father? That's crazy. I don't care if he's the grumpiest man in America. Because you know, the older people get, the more grumpier they get. I don't give a damn what was going on with him. They was out of pocket for not checking on their father, and no one spoke to him for 4 months, and she was the close one. That is not close with your father. That means you just staying away and waiting for them to die or whatever. Like, that's not close. That's delusional. You're delusional if you think you was close. Because I'll be damned. I don't care if I was married with my dad and wasn't even speaking to him. I'll call him up and be like, Daddy, I ain't speaking to you, but how are you doing? I'm still mad with you. But how are you doing? Are you okay? You good? Okay. What's going on? How you getting around? How this doing? Uh-huh. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. All right, love you, and I'm still mad at you. Peace. And that's what I would do. Okay. So I resent that she said that. And it's really despicable that she said that. So that's why I came to tell y'all what I'm getting from the calls, even though they're saying it's not carbon monoxide, is something, if you ask me, that has to do with the air system in their house. Is that what it is? Yup. And this is the reason that happened. So I guess that's it, and that's all for today. Let me put this up and say thank you for the people that came through. I appreciate your presence. It was truly appreciated. If you wish to support the channel, the Cash App is scrolling across the bottom. If you wish to get in contact with me for any other things, for reading, for just to tell me some type of information you think I should know, excuse me, wait a minute, 1 second. Okay, I need some water. If you wish to get in contact with me for anything, for reading or for um any reason, if you just want to tell me some information, anything that you think is important for me to know, or that you just want to send a message, you can reach me through my email that is listed in the description box. um Thank you for the people that pulled up. I appreciate your presence. And I will be coming back shortly to discuss Zelensky and Donald Trump's interaction, honey bunnies. I will be coming back shortly to discuss that because I got more than enough to say about that as well. So thank you for tuning in. I appreciate y'all presence. Um, I guess that's it and that's all. I love y'all. Mwah. Peace.